I mean, if you're Devin Booker here, how do you fall asleep this much on your man? You're doing fine now. Why are you just letting your man get out to the three-point line and now you foul him and it's a three-shot foul? Okay, cross screen right here. All right? What does Chris Paul need to do? Your man is clearly sitting across screen. You stay level to your man and you just jam this player as he comes through the cross screen so this player can get on the other side. What is Chris Paul doing here? What? Two people go to this Nuggets player. I guess it's a botched switch. So now this player is going to be wide open and he's able to get into the lane in an open jumper. This can't happen right here. You've got to stay underneath your man. Okay, he's going to fake like he's going to set a screen and slip it. See, you need to be underneath your man. Initiating contact now. That's what's most important, is that you're the one to initiate contact. Battle for real estate. The problem is look, now he's got you and look who's initiating contact, the Nuggets player. So now he's got you sealed, and it's just an easy post-up drive to the rim for two. What is Devin Booker doing? This player is guarding fine. Why are you trying to switch onto this player? So, yeah, now your man's wide open for three. What? Okay, just guard one-on-one right now. You're fine. This is good. One-on-one defense. Look, you're going to start to cheat this screen and get up. See how you're cheating this screen? Trying to get over the top early? Well, now that's just going to let this player blow by you and now hit a easy step-back jumper. Just a horrendous gamble by DeAndre Ayton. Okay, just guard your man. Look at this gamble. You go for it, don't get it, now you give up a dunk. Get back to random spots on the floor in transition. This is a random spot on the floor, right? Before I even see this, you should be coming over to guard this Nuggets player. But you're just standing in the middle of nowhere, so now this Nuggets player gets it, goes right to the rim in a two-shot foul. Okay, you should not be switching this cross screen. Right here, look at this. This player here needs to jam this player as he comes through the cross screen so Devin Booker can come on the other side. Instead, you switch. It's a totally late switch. And look, Devin Booker now has no chance. So you're going to end up giving up an open, drive to the rim and an easy two. Devin Booker sagging here is pointless, okay? Get up, force this player this way. There's no place to go. I have a man ready to help right here. Instead, you're sagging, so you give up an open three. Don't lean towards the screen. Look at Chris Paul here, okay? Just guard one-on-one. If you get screened or ball screen, defense will execute. But look at Chris Paul. See how he's leaning towards the screen? So now you give up an open three. Don't run drop coverage. Please get this big up. Push this guard out of the lane. Don't give him the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which should be in a second with the sideline right there. I can recover. In the meantime, where is this big rolling to? I had the backside defenders standing and waiting. But instead, you're giving this guard the lane. And now it's just going to end up in an easy layup. Switch this dribble handoff. Again, no reason to sag. Up. This player can drop a half step with his back to the baseline, and now I'm just forcing this player right in to help. But instead, you sag, and you give up an open three. Okay, this is a down screen right here. Stop. You stay attached to your man. All you've got to worry about is getting your arms out, but you're attached to your man the whole time. You're unattached to your man now. So, yeah, now this player is going to be open, and it's going to be an easy two. Again, where are you getting beat right here? Why are you angling this player where there's no help? Look at this right here. This player is literally begging to help you. So get up and force him into that help. But instead, you get a beat away from any of that help, and it leads to a floater in the lane. This is how you get killed in a zone, when two people are guarding one. Right now, two people are guarding the ball. This player should be guarding the ball. This player should be over here. But that doesn't happen, and so you end up giving up an open three. Look at the difference if we hedge here. Okay, first of all, so this big is up. You're pushing this guard this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings a dribble back, which will be quick. I can recover. In the meantime, all this player has to do is slide over a step or two, and you're fine. And I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly anyways. Instead, you run drop coverage. Look at how far over this player's got to go now to get into backside help. So, yeah, now you're giving up a corner three. What is this player doing in the corner? Okay, I like that you're in the gaps, but as soon as the dribble gets picked up, you got to get back out. See? All right, dribble's picked up. So you need to be back to your man. You're just standing in no man's land now. There's nothing for you to do. Look at this. You're staring at the ball, then you gamble, so you give up a corner three. So right now, where are you getting beat? Look at this. Angle your body this way, up and force this way. This player can move in a little bit, but now I'm forcing him into nothing but Suns defenders everywhere. Instead, look where you're angling him. You're letting him beat you this way, right here, away from any help. So now he just going to go blow by you right to the rim for a layup. There is no such thing as jogging back in transition. You have to sprint back. Look what happens when you jog. Jog, jog, stop. You should be, if you sprint back, you're here and in a defensive stance. Instead, feet are never set. You're never in a defensive stance. Easy dunk. This is unbelievable here. Stop. This Suns player here needs to sprint back. Okay, so you're ahead of this Nuggets player. You're going to jog, and now that Nuggets player gets behind everyone, and it's a dunk. Terrible switch. I mean, if you're switching, where's the communication? You need to go right towards the screener. Look at this. Devin Booker's late to switch. So now this man gets it, is able to go into the lane, draw help, screwing up box out assignments, and it leads to an and one for Denver. Why are you sagging here? Get up. If this player goes this way, there's no place to go. Chris Paul is literally, look at this. Chris Paul is literally up right here, and if you send him this way, Chris Paul is ready to help you. But you sag, so you give up an open three. So this is where communication comes in. This player has obviously no chance of guarding the ball. This player's got to come guard the ball, and this player's got to sprint over here, okay? But instead, again, there's no communication, so this player goes right, or the communication is way late, and it results in a layup. What are you switching? There is no screen being set here. None. So Devin Booker, just guard your man. Look at you switch for no reason. It's a horrible switch, and now this player's into the lane for a two-shot foul. What is this player doing? Stop. Right now, you're fine. Your feet are set. You're in a defensive stance. What are you going up for? And that's basically gambling. So now you get blown by, okay, and it's going to lead to an open jumper. What is DeAndre Ayton doing here? There's nothing. There's no reason to be in the lane. What are you doing? You're still in the lane. You're not guarding anyone. So, of course, it's a defensive 3 seconds. What? Chris Paul's got to stay level to his man, which he is right now. You're going to fall asleep, though. This is totally falling asleep. Are you level to your man? No. You're here. Your man's here. So now he's just going to get it. You're not going to be ready to guard, and this player's just going to blow right by you. It's going to end up being a 2-shot foul. You're Chris Paul. You cannot ball watch. You've got to be seeing your man and the ball at all times. Look at this. Chris Paul is just totally watching the ball. So now you fall asleep on your man, and it's right to the rim for 2. Chris Paul, you need to just get back right now. Get back, get your feet set, be in a defensive stance. Okay? Instead, you stop, go towards the ball, and there's a take foul, and Denver's going to the line. Nuggets are in the bonus. If you're Devin Booker and you're going over the screen, you've got to show your hands, okay? We can see your hands here, but look at this. Look when we can't see your hands. So now you're going to get called for a cheap foul, and Denver's going to the line. Chris Paul cannot lean towards the screen. You're guarding fine right now one-on-one. Look at this. Chris Paul leans towards this screen right here, okay? So now he's leaning. Now this player's going to beat you, refuse it, go the other way, draw help, dunk. All right, if you're going to switch, you got to just switch. You can't switch back. Look at how they switch back. So now look. Now we have 2 people going towards the ball right here, okay? Nobody going towards this player. So now this player's got to box this player out. This player has to box out his man, and there's no one to box out this Denver player, who then is able to swoop in and get an easy offensive rebound and a 2-shot foul. Don't switch this cross screen. Stop. Devin Booker, whose man is setting this cross screen, needs to jam this player as he comes through, and this player's on the other side. Why are you switching this ball screen? So now Devin Booker's guarding in the post on Jeff Green. He's just going to simply back him down and then just shoot right over him for a turnaround jumper. Nuggets are in the bonus. You cannot gamble here off this rebound. Denver's got it. Look at this gamble right there. It's a cheap foul, and now Denver's going to the line. If you're switching this screen, this doesn't work. You've got to be up and ready to guard. You end up switching this screen, and this player's just getting right into the lane. Easy too. All right, if you're Chris Paul, you got a full-on double team here, okay? You can't be worried about your man. Why is that? Because when this player comes this way, this player rotates up. This player rotates here, and you fall back here. All those rotations happen in unison on the first kick-out pass to the wing. But instead, I mean, DeAndre is just going to get totally fried, and it's an easy 2. Under a ball screen, you got to go under the ball screen, okay? Look at this player here. You cannot see how this player goes up, so now you're not going to get on the other side at the same time, and now this player is going right to the rim in a 2-shot foul. Okay, you cannot run drop coverage, get up, push this guard out of the lane, don't give him the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be quick. I can recover. In the meantime, there's no place for this player to roll to. The backside help is standing and waiting. Okay, but instead you just give this guard the lane, and it's right to the rim for an easy 2. Okay, this is pathetic. If you're switching this ball screen right now, okay, stop. You got to immediately, so you've switched to this ball screen. Go find your man. Where are you going to? Look at this. This player's just standing in no man's land. He has his back to his man. So, yeah, of course this player now is going to get right to the rim and put it back in and on an offensive rebound. Okay, you're guarding in the gaps. Your feet have to be set. Again, look at this player's feet. Look at this. When's this pass come? This dribble's picked up, yet this player's feet are still moving. Look at that little flinch inward. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Look at it. As soon as this dribble gets picked up right now, get to your man. Why are you flinching inward? Because look, you don't even take your first step outward until this player's right in the ball's hand so he can rip and go right into the lane for 2. Don't lean towards the screen. Make this player use the screen. When you lean towards the screen like this, look, now that draws help, so there's nobody to take this big, and it's a wide open 3. Devin Booker, you have to stay level to your man. Are you level to your man here? No. So now you're going to have to rush to get out to guard this player. So now you can just pump fake, go into the lane, and we got a 2-shot foul for Denver. Suns are in a zone right here, 3-2 zone. This is how you get killed in the zone, okay? So this player's cutting through. This player's got this man. Now, you got to communicate this. This player's got to say, I got this player here. This player obviously is guarding the middle of the zone. So this player needs to now go to the wing. But instead, look at this is how you get killed. 2 people guarding the middle, nobody guarding the wing, lack of communication, open 3. When this big crosses the 3-point line, this Suns player here who's guarding him has to initiate contact. That's what's the most important. You have to make him earn every inch on this floor starting at the 3-point line. Okay? Well, yeah, none of that happens. So now this player's got him sealed because the Nuggets player initiated contact, and it's a 2-shot foul. This can't happen. There can't be this space between you and this big for Denver when you can't just let him chill on the block. This player's doing a great job of getting in the gaps, but you now have got to initiate contact and get him out of here. You don't do any of that. So look what happens now. Now he's in the charge circle. So now look at this shot goes up. He's in the charge circle. You're going to end up with a cheap foul, and Denver's going back to the line. You switch this ball screen. You can't gamble. Denver is in the bonus. You're doing fine right now. This gamble is just awful, and now Denver's back to the line. There's no reason for this player to be doubling. Get out to your man. Look at this. If we can get up here and force this player this way. There's no place to go, right? We're going to cut the court this way. This is the only place this player can go. Instead, you're doubling for absolutely no reason. So, yes, you give up an open catch-and-shoot 3. This player here for the Suns, you have to sprint back and get to the 3-point line with your feet set in a defensive stance. When you just backpedal like this, look, you're just going to end up backpedaling your way all to this player getting right to the rim and a 2-shot foul. This is totally inexcusable right here. So Phoenix makes this. This player needs to sprint back. There's no way this player can get behind him. Well, look what happens here. You don't sprint back, and now this player is behind you. Okay, again, this is off of a turnover for Phoenix. Stop. This player needs to sprint back so you can get your feet set and you can be in a defensive stance. When you don't sprint back like this, and now you're never in a defensive stance. So this player gets right to the rim for a 2-shot foul. What is this player doing? Okay, this big is guarding the ball. It doesn't even matter. You can't see the ball only. You have to be seeing the ball and your man at all times. Look at this player's just ball watching. So now you're going to get beat backdoor, and it's an easy 2. Not run drop coverage on pick and pops. Right now, this big needs to be up, and you push this guard out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, it's going to be very quickly. I can then recover. In the meantime, I need backside help here for about a second, and then I can bump you back over. Instead, you're in drop coverage, so look at this. Now this big's got to drop all the way to here and get back out to his man. Yeah, that's not happening. So it's a pump, fake, and go drive, and a 2-shot foul for Denver. Okay, so you switch this ball screen. If you're going to sag because you can't stay on the perimeter, then you have to double team. Get up, force this player this way. This player needs to slide over and double. Then this player just rotates here. This player's up, rotates here. This player rotates here, and this player rotates to the man down there. All of those rotations happen in unison on the first kick-out pass. But, I mean, again, if you're just going to sag like this and give up an open jumper, we have to double. Can't sag like this. Stop. This player's here and ready to help you. So get up, force this player into that help. Okay? Instead, you just sag and give up an open jumper.